Hey, what is up, YouTubers? This is Nova Blazer ZX, bringing you my reaction to the ban list that just came out, I guess, yesterday. So, I don't know if a lot of you have seen this list already, but if you guys already haven't, the list is right up on the TCG Player website, the official website. Just Google up the September 1 ban list, and it should be the first thing you see. But yeah, for those of you who did see it, I am not surprised if a lot of you flipped out. I know I did. I know a lot of my friends did. So I'm just here to express my thoughts, what I think of the stuff that's been hit, pretty much the stuff that I wanted to see or whatever. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get started here. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about the stuff that's banned. So first we have Shockmaster. One of the main things that I didn't really understand too much, but I could totally agree with it. Nobody likes first turn Shockmaster. I think first turn Shockmaster is just too ridiculous, too broken. And it's I guess I forgot to mention. I think what this list is trying to do is to slow down the format and to get rid of all that first turn advantage BS. So I do think this is a very good thing, and one of the easy first turn advantages you can get, major advantages, is first turn Shockmaster. Just make that call spells or whatever, and pretty much most likely your deck is dead, or you pretty much lost your major plays for that turn, or for the next three turns for that matter. Yeah, I think it only makes sense to ban Shockmaster. I mean, people only ran one anyway. There's no reason to semi it. There's no reason to limit it. So next is Mind Control. I really didn't really see it as that bad, but it is true that Konami is releasing more synchros, so it does make sense to ban this because it'll make synchro decks a lot more prominent. And overall, even without it, it's still a pretty solid card. You take their monster, use their effect or whatever, or use them for your own stuff. You can still make synchros with them, make X-Seeds with them. So, it does make sense to hit Mind Control. I mean, yeah, you could do plenty of stuff with it. Here's a shocker for all of you. Heavy Storm and Monster Reborn have been banned. Yes, that was definitely one of the big things that made me flip out. I did not really expect those to get hit. I mean, at the same time, I don't really see it as a bad thing, and I'm gonna explain to you later. So, what else do we have here? Gateway has been hit. Sorry for Samurais, but I think Gateway was just too derpy. I don't think the deck really needed Gateway. It was practically a future fusion for Samurais, really. The deck just went nuts whenever Gateway was played, and chances are you probably lost the game when Gateway is played. What else? Ultimate Offering. Yep. Like I said, Konami's trying to get rid of all the derpy stuff like that, and Ultimate Offering is pretty derpy. Madolches, Magellan Offering, Gadgets, spam your X-Seeds, rank 4s or whatever. It's just too good. Solemn Judgment has been banned. Spellbook of Judgment has been banned. Yeah. I mean, let's see. Judgment, Prophecies don't need that. They can totally work without that. The deck was fine before Judgment came out, and now the deck, everybody should have already seen Judgment getting hit coming. You should have already seen that. But yeah, Solemn Judgment is now banned. One of the major back row hits there. I think Solemn Warning was worse, and yeah, Solemn Warning is still at 1, but I really didn't really see the need to hit Judgment. But I thought it was a pretty interesting hit in my opinion, though. Super Rejuve is banned, and so are all of the baby dragons. Thank God, Konami, because, yeah, the dragon rulers are not going to be as threatening, at least. I don't know the deck too well to see if they can still work without the babies and the Rejuves, but, yeah, in my opinion, the babies dragons deserve the hit. I mean, just being able to drop them, search straight out of your deck, and then banish to make more dragons come out, I think that's just too good. Yeah, searching right from the deck, we gotta reduce that. Pot of Avarice has been banned. I don't really seem to care too much, really. I think to me, Pot of Avarice is a pretty sort of balanced, but at the same time, when it does go off, it is a pretty good card. So I'm not really shocked that Avarice is banned. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the limited stuff now. So Atlantean Dragoons have been put to 1, which is nice. That's good. That's a hit to Mermails. They've been weakened a bit, but at the same time, it wasn't too bad. They still have a Bestius to get their search going, and the deck can still make some plays, make their rank 7s. Big Eye is not limited, so yeah, have fun with that. All of you Mermail and Machina players, you can make a lot, you can make your Big Eyes still. Dragosack hasn't been hit either. I don't think Dragosack does deserve to get hit anyway. I don't think it's that good. I think Big Eyes are really the main big rank 7 I'm more afraid of. Evigishki Mind August, kind of weird, but I guess I can understand that. I think there are some Gishki OTK decks there, and really with all the search going with the Gishkis, I think yeah, they have the potential to do some pretty derpy stuff. So I guess that's probably why the reason they hit Mind August. And also, Ptolemy M7 has been limited. Constellar Ptolemy M7. Yeah, I could say that's another hit to Gishkis also, and a lot of decks that make rank 6s and just loop their stuff. So that makes sense. I mean, for people who run the actual Constellar deck, I think you only need you only need to run 1, maybe 2, but yeah, it's not really as bad for them anyway, because they don't really go to M7 too much. D-Fissure and Macro have been limited. And let's be honest, for all the people who run D-Fissure, sorry about this, but I do think that the macro decks are hurting a lot of decks out there, especially there's a lot of graveyard-based decks out there, and I think it's good for them that this is getting hit. I mean, this is good for me because I'm running Chaos Dragons, guys. So yeah, this is going to be a big thing, this format, I'm pretty sure. Well, let's see what else. Bottomless. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about with Heavy Storm being banned. Bottomless, Evac, and Torrential are now at 1. So we won't be seeing these three as often as we're used to, and I think it makes the hit on Heavy Storm kind of fair. I mean, don't get me wrong for the people complaining about this, but we still have a lot of viable back row stuff out there. We still have Fiendish Chain. Mirror Force is still at 2, guys. Memory Loss. Look up that card. That's a pretty good card. We still have the one solemn warning. Yeah, that's like 4 cards plus the 2 Mirror Force. That's 6 to fill in your slots, and the Fiendish Chains. Vanity Emptiness is still a thing. Summon Limit if you really can't take all the special summoning stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of good back row stuff there that we could just replace this with. I really don't see this as a big problem. I really don't see the hit on Heavy Storm as a really big problem. We have 3 Night Beams. We have 3 MSTs. Make room for that if you're really worried about back row. Trapstone is still a thing, dude. I mean, come on. Trapstone is still good if you really need something. What else? Yeah, Deep Prison also. And with that, I'm moving on to the semi-limited list. Deep Prison is at 2, so I guess that's another hit for the back row cards, and which was also interesting. So that this does forces us to be a little bit more diverse with our trap lineup. So I don't see that as a bad thing. Fire Formation Tanky has been put to 2. And I forgot to mention, I don't know why I did not write this down, but the TCG is keeping the 3 Roosters, but Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit has been put to 1, which is totally fine. I still think Fire Fists are going to be a very threatening deck this format, especially because it's now slower. 4 axes is still good. I think people will find a way to make the 3 axes still pretty viable. They'll just find something to make that horse prince, and you'll get your roosters going. Tanky to 2 is fine because you search it anyway. You have bear, you have gorilla, you have freaking leopard. Yeah, it's solely fair that I think the 2 tanky is fair. Just being able to search the searcher, I think that's already ridiculous. Plague Spreader is 2, and Mizuki is back to 2, which is I think Konami's trying to promote the zombie decks again. We are probably going to get some vampire support soon, so yeah, the vampire decks are pretty cool, so I think that's kind of part of the reason why they also hit my macro. It'll give them the zombie and the vampire decks some time to get in there. TG Striker is back to 2, which is a good thing for all the TG players, so they can start playing that stuff again. Yeah, and for the people who just run Striker or whatever. And we are moving on to the stuff that got back to 3. Malicious is back to 3, guys. Agent Earth. Yeah, Earth. I don't know the whole name. Earth is back to 3. So agents are gonna get a lot better. They got their main search back. Tsukiyomi's at 3. Like anybody saw that coming. A Hero Lives has been put to 3. Emergency Calls back to 3. Stratos has been banned, by the way. So all of the hero players, sad face. Sorry to hear that. But hey, at least you got your Hero Lives and you got your third e-call back. So I think that's pretty fair. The deck can still work. And let's see. Black Whirlwind is back to 3. Black Wings are going to be a thing again for sure. So you guys watch out for that. They have their main search card back, and Icarus attacks are gonna show up more often. So definitely put in those Starlight Roads in there, and those Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors or whatever. Pot of Duality's back to 3. I really didn't see any reason why they would put that to 2, I guess. I guess maybe because of Dino Rabbit makes them more consistent, but I really don't see any other reason they would put Duality to 2. So, yeah, we can run 3 Duality again. Hieratic Seal of Convocation is back to 3, so Hieratic decks get a slight boost from that. Scapegoat is also back to 3. So, Plasma decks will be more played. I don't know if Goat Control is still a thing. Oh yeah. And let me try to remember some stuff that I might have missed. Thunder King Ryo is put to 1. Kind of weird too. But let's face it. Summoning Ryo and setting 4 back row is pretty hard to deal with. It's like the Dino Rabbit back in the day. So yeah, I think that's practically so personally, I really like this list, and I do think this adds some diversity, which the game needs. So for the people complaining about the list, I think the only reason I see you guys would be complaining is if your staples would get hit. I mean, if you're running the tier 1 decks, then yeah, I guess you should be complaining, but that's what you get for running the tier 1 decks. And really, all of the staple stuff, we can find something to replace that. I mean, Monster Reborn being hit, Call of the Hunt is still a 3, guys. And I do think Monster Reborn is kind of pretty ridiculous. Trying to be able to snatch something from your graveyard, a free Reborn, I think that's just too good. So, I really don't mind. Heavy Storm, yeah, banned, but so is a lot of good back row stuff, so is macro and all that stuff. So yeah, have fun, guys, setting all your back row and not worrying about it. I mean, there's plenty of cards out there. Trapstun's still a thing, like I said. MST, Nightbeam, all of that. Dark Broads, if you want to, yeah. Or Jinzo, I guess. But, What else would I wish to get hit? I kind of wish that Evil Swarms were hit. I kind of wish Ophion would go to 1, and I do wish Big Eye was put to 1 too, but and I guess I feel sympathy for Glads, and I think that Glad should have gotten their second best CRE. I'm happy that Trish is not coming back, guys, so sorry for all of you guys who wasted your money on buying Trishula. He is not coming back. He's coming back in the OCG, he's not coming back in TCG. And, for the decks that I think will be topping this format, say hello to Chaos Dragons. Blackwings are definitely going to be a thing, especially because they got their 3rd Whirlwind back. Constellars are going to be threatening. The new Boojins, they have all their stuff, they're playable, so they should be good too, because they're good at playing the slow game. Fire Kings are going to be good. Mermills are still viable. And yeah, pretty much anything that play slow. I think I really love this list, and a lot of diversity is going to be seen here. And, so, I'd like to know what you guys think. Just post your comments and stuff up below, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. I'll be doing a deck profile on my updated Chaos Dragons. I got some new stuff. I got a BLS, finally. But, yeah, that is all. I'll be closing this video soon, because I'm running out of time. So, this is Nova Blazer ZX signing out.